Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, Memphis Wire on Strike 7 Sports. And today I'm going to recap yesterday's game between the Memphis Tigers and UAB Blazers. The Memphis Tigers are now, on a three-game losing streak after losing to UAB by a score of 97 to 88. They're now 15 and 5 on the season overall record and 4 and 3 in the conference. UAB is now 13 and 2, 13 and 7 on the season overall, and have a 5 and 2 record in the American Athletic Conference. So this game, pretty much had, like I said, has played out like the past, 4 to 5 games that the Tigers have been in recently, outside of what occurred in Wichita State, the blowout win. Um, Memphis just didn't do enough to put UAB away, pretty much, and kind of had that same type of sequence that we saw with Tulane against Tulane. They made shots, kept it close in the half, going into halftime. But this time, unlike in Tulane against Tulane, where Memphis, fought to the end, this didn't happen in the game against UAB because UAB just got in front of them in the second half and never looked back. And the Tigers were in a huge deficit throughout that second half, and it was just whatever Memphis tried to do, UAB countered, plain and simple. Yaxel Lindenberg, who was
These are my tissue
a
box
Memphis
covers.
target.
Remember, tissues come in their own boxes. It's
Hold on.
important for young homeowners to let go of the things turning them into their parents.
There we go.
Sorry. Yaxel Lindenberg, the Memphis target that they was looking at over the off season, had a huge day for the Blazers. 23 points. Um, 23 points, 16 rebounds, man. 23 points, 16 rebounds, 2 block shots, 4 assists. Played 36 minutes. Huge performance from him. Eric Gaines, his teammate, had 20 points, 4 steals, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Played 36 minutes. Huge performance by those two individuals. And the rest of those guys for the Blazers played good as well. Davis had ten points, 22 minutes, 6 rebounds, no assists, no steals. It was just a huge game by that starting five, man. That dominated the Tigers in this matchup. Turnovers and defense was horrible for Memphis. Horrible. Memphis had 22 turnovers in this game. 22 turnovers. Um, Defending the paint and defending the perimeter was still an issue for this team. UAB shot 50% from the field and scored. This is the second most points that Memphis has had scored on them all season. The most in a regular at the end of the game. 97. They gave up 97 points. Now this is concerning to me to a certain extent because Memphis has gotten away from have what made them you know a really good team under Penny Hardaway, which is the defense, the stellar defensive play. And in the past, if seasons ago, a season ago or two, these games where Memphis were playing would be low scoring. They would win some and they would lose some, but they'd be low scoring games. And UAB, based on the statistics and the rankings, they're not even a good shoot team. They're not even,
Wendy's breakfast two
right,
for
I
three
gotta
is
add
so
to
good,
that.
the crew is giving every combination code names.
Bis
Yeah,
squared.
UAB
Egg
is
and
not
cheese
even a
biscuit
good
and
team.
sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits.
Not a good shooting team at all. But Memphis playing lackluster defense. Everybody have a career day. Uh, South Florida went off on them. It happens. So they gotta fix these issues again, man. And I thought Memphis would win this game. I didn't think it would be a blowout, but I felt as though Memphis will win this game simply because of the fact that you had 5 days to prepare for this matchup. Your last game was last Sunday, right? So from that Sunday to this Friday, this Sunday, you had at least 6 days, more like 6 days, well 5 days to get ready for this game. To heal up, guys dealing with injuries. You go back to the drawing board. Players look at the film, look see what's going on, dissect issues, but they come out flat again. And I know they just come out flat. And Malcolm Andrews having a huge stretch right now. 2 game stretch. He had 19 points, 4 steals, 2 assists, only 3 rebounds. Played 29 minutes, 8 of 11 field goals. Huge performance by him. Davy Jones had 24 points, 33 minutes, 7 steals, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. Nicholas Jordan, he got in foul trouble early, so that kind of set him behind the 8 ball, threw the rotation off a bit. He played 4 minutes. He only got 4 points. Played only 15 minutes. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Not a fact at all in this game. Quan Walton was quiet as well. 6 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Um, Quinterly was quiet as well. 12 only played 12 points, 15 field goals. Only hit 2 threes in this game. This wasn't a good night of production from the starting five, in my opinion. Despite these efforts, good efforts by Dandridge, Jones, Quinterly. They usually win these games, bro. They usually win these games when the starting five, when at least three players in the starting five can put these type of numbers up. They usually win these games, but not playing defense is what's causing this, man. Not playing consistent defense. UAB had 20. Now it did turn UAB over 21 times in this game, but it really don't mean nothing because they committed 22 turnovers themselves. You know what I'm saying? Um, David Jones by himself, he turned it over 9 times. 9 times. Quinley had Quinley did a lot better. He had 4 turnovers. But man, they gotta cut down on that, bro. They gotta cut down on that. Big time. Rebounding, still an issue. Rebounding was still an issue to me. They outran UAB out rebounded Memphis 40-30. UAB had a total of 24 defensive rebounds and 16 offensive rebounds. Huge problem. Huge issue in this game. Memphis had 14 offensive rebounds and 18 defensive rebounds for a total of 32. Um, like they just when they get up on these teams, they gotta put them away, man. They gotta put them away. Based on what I'm saying, they couldn't do it last week, and they couldn't do it this week, and we saw what happened. This is the results. UAB got well ahead of them in the second half. You know, and I don't think is the issue of Penny being out coach. I think he is doing his best to get this team to where it needs to be, but it's not coming down to execution. Some is not clicking right in practices. You know what I'm saying? So you lost this game Sunday. You come back. You get a few days off. You got Sunday, you get Monday and Tuesday off. You come back and play Wednesday night against Rice, a team that has a losing record. But the way Memphis is playing, nothing's a guarantee, man. Nothing's a guarantee. Because as I've stated in the past, these teams come out here ready to play, regardless of where Memphis is ranked, or regardless of how their record may look. They come out here with their heads on fire, plain and simple. And the league itself, man, is it looks a lot tougher than what I think to me, man. It is. This is a crazy field league, a parity field conference right now, because everybody got the same record. Record the teams at the top got the same type of record: 13-7, 12-6, 13 and 14 and 5, 15 and 5. You know, they're all fighting for that those two seeds, those two bids. You remember the AAC is not like the SEC, Big 12, Big East, Big 10. This is a two bid league. You know, it's gonna have the conference champion and the other team that's gonna come out of it, who has a successful season. The second place team is gonna have the other bid. So these teams are playing like crazy to put themselves in the best position to get that either one of those bids. You know, Memphis right now in the American in the conference right now got a 4-3 record. You got teams like um Charlotte down got one loss in the conference. A team like Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? So Charlotte is the second place in the conference right now. South Florida 6-1, 13-5 record. UAB 13-7. North Texas 12-7. And there you got Memphis 15-5. You know what I'm saying? For UNB, UNB has a 5-2 record right now. North Texas 5-2. So they gotta lock in, man. They gotta do a lot better. They gotta do a lot defensively, man. They gotta get back to what made them such a highly touted team at the beginning of the season when they beat Clemson, they beat Texas A&M, they beat Virginia. You know, they beat Missouri, all those teams. They beat Michigan, beat Arkansas. They gotta get back to what made them dominant at the beginning of the season, man. Because the notion was that the out of conference schedule will be the hardest, and once they get into conference play, it should be a cakewalk. But that's not been the case. That has not been the case. You know, so they gotta lock in for these next couple of games, man. I would like for them to go and be at least 4-0 by the time they play Tulane again at FedEx Forum, but that ain't looking like that's gonna happen. These next three games, they gotta win them. They gotta win these next three games before they rematch Tulane down the FedEx Forum, man. You got Rice Wednesday, Wichita State, whoever they blow it out. Then you got Temple on the road. They gotta win a game. They gotta win these games, man. Playing simple. And right, I'm not looking ahead, but right now, Temple is like a last place team in the conference, 8-13. You know, they gotta take care of these games, bro. They gotta win these games to get back in, you know, back into the good graces of the voters, the selection committee. I don't know if they're gonna have a top 25 ranking tomorrow. I'm not sure. If they do, well, they most likely will lose that 19 ranking, but they're either gonna be the 25th ranked team in the country, or they'll have no ranking at all. It's that simple. I don't think it's gonna be 21 or 22 or 23. It's gonna be 25. 25th ranked Memphis. That's what it's gonna be, or nothing. It's just that simple, you know. And they got to get it going, man. They got to get it going because right now we're at the end of January. We go into February, which is really crunch time for everybody in the conference. February is that month where you make that last final push to position yourself for the AAC tournament and then for March Madness if you can get to the tournament, the conference tournament. So They gotta step the games up, man. They gotta step the games up. Um, going against heading into these next couple of matchups. Still a lot of basketball left to be played, but the margin for error is becoming slimmer, and they gotta correct some things. Leading up to this heading into this matchup with Rice. And then Wichita State. So we'll see how it play out from there. Okay. All right. So that's all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. What were your takeaways from Sunday's matchup against UAB, and also check out strike7sports.com for latest content on the Memphis Tigers and Memphis Grizzlies football and basketball programs. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.